I bet you guys, many of you have no idea who this is. She did something so spectacular last night. Wait a minute. Guys, get your minds out the gutter. Athletics. Focus on athletics. Focus on the fight game. Okay? The coach is going to tell you exactly what she did. Stay tuned.
So mean, I make medicine sick.
Come on! Root to the fruit, more bass than Bootsy Collins. You versus me, that's like Ali versus Foreman. Guards act, stand back and watch. Devil's timeout, can't be time with no swatch. Watch who I am, the black Abraham. Zungo, Zungo, Zang, yellow man, Vietnam. Adding extra bars, I spar with little tour, taking kingdoms from czars, winning more wars than the Moors.
Now what's the deal, sir? I seen the devil spar with the law. Mathematics was the key to set my whole race free. You might debate we, a refugee, no harm hurt me. Dying thirsty from the struggle to my own hustle bubble on the low. Woe is me to show the free bar right. The righteous Asiatic, take a while, shaitan rob light. Civilized like the Molly Burgundy. Wiley rockin', seen the fifth when Ali clocked and John Forte, you keep.
All right. LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, shout out to my boy, Dana Black. Shout out to Dana Black. He's the guy that comes in and he's got a photograph of Leonard Ellaby, but he says Dana Black. Shout out to him, man. He sent me a link to this fight. And to be honest, I didn't even cover this fight. I wasn't thinking about it because I didn't know a whole lot about Jessica McCaskill. I didn't know a lot, and I figured it was just somebody else that they put Katie Taylor in there. So I got to do a better job with the women boxing. I know I do, so I am going to, really get off my butt and start doing that. But this was a good fight, okay? It was a great fight, and Katie Taylor had a speed advantage, but man, Jessica McCaskill, I'm gonna tell you what, man, she took the fight. I tell you, if this had been a street fight, Katie Taylor would have got beat down. If this was a street fight, Katie Taylor would have got beat. I'm talking about bad. Jessica McCaskill made this a rough and tough fight. She made it rough, man. And Jessica, man, she did a phenomenal job of cutting off that ring. She didn't allow Katie Taylor a whole lot of exits. She didn't do that. When she cut the ring off, she cut off the ring. I'm talking about she cut that ring off bad. And so Katie had to make adjustments. She had to try to fight an inside game with a strong girl like Jessica, man. She tried. And Katie Taylor, to me, was no match for Jessica McCaskill on the inside. Jessica roughed her up, man. Jessica, like when Katie tried to go in and clinch, Jessica wasn't having it, okay? She was throwing hard shots to the side of the head. She was hitting them with forearms. I mean, Jessica was doing anything that she could do to win this fight. And you can't fight a clean fight against Katie Taylor. You can't do that. You can't get in there and try to be pretty with her because she'll pick you apart. And she tried to do that to Jessica McCaskill. These announcers, they were really getting on my nerves, man. It kind of makes me mad because they couldn't point out the good stuff that Jessica McCaskill was doing. They couldn't point it out. Like, why didn't they point out the fact that Jessica really cut this ring off well and didn't allow Katie Taylor a lot of exits, okay? Why didn't they point that out? Why didn't they point this out that, Jessica McCaskill did some great inside work on Katie Taylor? Why didn't they really point out that Jessica McCaskill actually used her size and physicality to negate some of Katie Taylor's offense? How come they didn't point that stuff out, man? Nah, they wanted to point out the negative. Oh, well, she's slow. She's not doing anything. I'm like, man, come on, man. Stop. They had this fight, 3 rounds to 4. I actually had it 4 rounds to 6 in favor. I had it 6 rounds to 4 in favor of Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor did make some adjustments. She started, popping a jab, man, because she was trying to fight a physical fight with a physical person, and it wasn't going to work for Katie Taylor. Wasn't going to work. So Katie had to start popping a jab. She had to start getting back out of range, man, because every time Katie Taylor got in close, she paid for it. Now Katie Taylor did a good job of counterpunching, and that's because of the speed differential between Katie Taylor and Jessica McCaskill. I mean, Katie Taylor is light years faster, okay? Jessica just didn't have the speed at times, where I thought that, if Jessica had a lot more speed, and if she would, pop that jab and stick that on the inside of Katie Taylor, then Jessica McCaskill would have been a lot more successful, and she probably actually could have won this fight. This was a winnable fight. It was a complete winnable fight for Jessica McCaskill. It was. She just didn't have the speed, and Katie Taylor had to deal with some adversity, man, because, Katie, she used to dealing with these girls who, they come, but then they take a barrage of punches, and then they can't fight back. Well, she got a girl. This girl rough, man. Jessica McCaskill rough. And she was like, nah, I ain't having it. Jessica came in there and made this fight rough and rugged. And Katie had to really pull out all of her offensive weapons to get this fight done. She had to. And I even like to point to Jessica McCaskill caught Katie Taylor with a beautiful left hand. It was an overhand left. She caught Katie Taylor with it. And, she wobbled Katie Taylor. And I'm like, whoa. And me, all the fights I've seen Katie Taylor, even in amateurs, I've never actually seen her wobble. I've seen her caught with a good shot, but I've actually never seen her wobble. And it probably is a fight out there, maybe what she has, but I've never seen it. But McCaskill, man, I'm impressed by her. I'm extremely impressed by Jessica McCaskill. And it's like, this girl, she fights, man. She's got the heart. I started thinking, just fighters that fight with heart, man. She's got heart. Like, it's just like when she figured out, well, okay, I can't match this girl in speed. I'm not as technical as she is. Jessica McCaskill just said, forget it. Let's just fight. And Jessica just bit down on her mouthpiece. She kept coming forward, man. And Katie Taylor was uncomfortable with that pressure. And then, Jessica was throwing elbows, man. She was, even Jessica got in the headlock, man. It was crazy, man. But she was in there showing Katie Taylor, look, you ain't finna come in here. You're not finna come in here and think that you finna just get an easy, 10-round lopsided decision against me. That was Jessica McCaskill's mindset. You're not finna come in here and get a 10-round decision against moi. No, absolutely not. Now, I think this referee, man, I think this jello-head referee, he was getting on my nerves too, man. Let these girls work, man. And he took a point away from Katie Taylor, which I didn't agree with that. They both were being rough. Just let them fight, man. This was the fight. This is what the fight was. It was a rough fight. He took a fight from Katie Taylor. What is she supposed to do? What was Katie Taylor supposed to do? Let's be real. You got this physical girl who could knock you out, and Katie Taylor picked up on that. She not stupid. She knew Jessica McCaskill was dangerous. When she figured that out after round 2, Katie Taylor was like, nah, I ain't finna get knocked out. Yeah, she gonna clinch. I mean, it happens. It wasn't like Katie was doing it, and then they wasn't trying to work. Because when Katie Taylor clinched, they were both trying to work. They were both working. I disagree with that. You got some stupid referees, man. But this guy right here, this guy with the darn, the fake buzz cut, it looked like this guy got what, hair plants? I bet you he do. He probably went to Hair Club for Men and got some hair plant follicles in his dang hair. Because I can't understand. So I'm gonna put this on the line. He's one of the bald-headed referees that I speak of. Okay, but this was a great fight, man. I want to see these two fight again. But, I want to see it when Jessica, she can work on, maybe popping the jab a little bit more to disrupt Katie Taylor. See, that's my whole thing. Work on the jab and disrupt Katie Taylor. And also, gain speed. People say either you're fast or you're not. That's not true, okay? I've coached many, many athletes that they've gained speed and quickness. You can. I want to see Jessica get some more speed, man. I want to see Jessica. I want to see this fight again. And hopefully one day in their careers, they'll be able to cross paths because I was impressed. Very impressed. But you guys tell me what you think about this fight. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.